Good morning. On behalf of South Dakota Rock and Roll Music Association Hall of Fame, my name is John Mogen. I'm representing the Board of Directors. We have a few board members here. Raise your hand, board guys. Thank you so much for being here. Our main goal is to promote rock and roll and honor those that have made it such a big part of the South Dakota culture. Not the bands, the promoters, the DJs, and just anybody who's been a big sponsor of that. So we're going to go through our different inductees for our April 18th induction, which is going to be held at the Dakota. Another thing I want to tell you is another big part of our mission is supporting high school band programs, and we've given out over $55,000 of grants to different high school programs to help them build their inventory, helping them buy instruments. So we have the Vanna White of the Pavilion. This is Carrie DeGraff, and she's going to flip over the different. Yeah, show them Coakley. First band, the first band from Scotland, South Dakota, featuring Dennis and Curtis Coakley. It's called Coakley. And they played for 4 or 5 years in all the major ballrooms. Okay, the next band, Felix. Felix was a band from here in South Dakota, 3-piece band, and just played a lot of the ballrooms and a lot of the progressive rock. Really, it was usually a 3-piece band. Next band, the Blue Things. Blue Things were well known to most of us here because they were part of the Mid-Continent bands and would come up with the Rising Suns, the Flippers, Spider and the Crabs, those bands. So, Rich Show. We have Rich Show right here. And he's available for interviews afterwards, so, right, Rich?
Sure.
Okay. Rich has had 3 or 4 different bands, and they've all been very, very successful. Next band, Midwest Coast. Rapid City Band. We really try to cover the whole state. Featured Michael English from Hot Springs, but it was mostly guys from Rapid City. Toured for 15 years, starting in like 1976. We do have a lot of nature in our group today. The Trees from Madison, featured Jeff Severson, who's been inducted with a couple other bands, and also features Rock Grace, who played with the great Joe Walsh. So the Trees are gonna come here and shake the leaves off the place. Haha. Rocks. Rocks is a band from Sioux Falls. They kind of took names of gems. Dave Vanderlinde is here, and he's available for interviews too, right, David? Okay. The Rumbles. Rumbles is one of our out-of-state bands from Omaha. They quit playing about 4 years ago. They played for like 50 years, and 54 years actually. So we're excited for them to be here too. And the last and certainly not least band, Indigenous. Our friend Mato and his family started in the mid-90s and traveled as a family, and Mato keeps that going. He just got off tour with a Jimi Hendrix tour. So he was kind of hard to get a hold of for a few days. Okay, so those are our bands, 9 bands. At least 5 of them will be playing, and a couple of them we're not sure as far as health, who'll be playing, but at least 5 for sure, okay? The next category is promoter, John Stever. Everybody in Sioux Falls and everybody in South Dakota knows John Stever. He's a Lennox kid. Ballroom and venue, the Clark Playhouse Ballroom. That's going to be a lot of fun. That building is served as a cattle auction, National Guard Armory, restaurant, but for about 25 years they had bands coming in there all the time from Northeast South Dakota. The Barbarian in Rapid City. They have hosted a lot of national acts, still going. Sound production, Scott Nesbitt. Everybody knows Nezzy around here, and he's just really excellent. The DJs, Ben and Patty, Ben Davis, Patty D from Mix 97.3. We tried to get them here, and they said if they were going to leave early, they'd probably get killed by their other employees out there. So the spirit of the music, we unfortunately have members that are no longer with us. Dennis Coakley, who was part of Coakley, Tony Johnson, who was part of Abbey Road, the Beatles tribute band in Rapid City. Kevin Newcomb, the Newcomb family owned Sioux Falls Music for a long, long time. He also played with the Spectrum Show Band, a really good bass, and passed away in mid-90s. So, if you guys have any questions, all the board members are here to be our experts. Otherwise, that's it. Yeah.